sirens going off, intercontinental ballistic missiles being shot at us from the Houthi terror group, Ansar Allah they're called in Yemen, and sure, our ballistic missile interceptors, the Israel Air Force, our defense system are trying to intercept them all, but what if we miss one? It's happened. It happens that intercontinental ballistic missile could hit us, our schools, our homes, our workplace. And yes, we have to run for cover, millions and millions of people. Now, a friend of mine, he said, look, you're trying to convey to people who've never had an intercontinental ballistic missile shot at them. They're never going to understand it until it comes to their door. I'm really hoping that my friend is wrong, that you will understand that terror must not be permitted anywhere. You don't have to wait till it hits you, till it's aimed at you, right? Wherever you are, before you understand the significance of what we're dealing with. Yes, we've bombed their port, but we have to continue to be strong together. The world must rally together in strength. A man in London was arrested for saying, Am Yisrael Chai. For saying, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai, while terrorist supporters are chanting all kinds of evil, and he's just saying the nation of Israel lives. And he's arrested by the London police. Okay, we got to recognize that people are making choices, governments are making choices, law enforcement is making choices, and I think we're at a critical point. We're at a point of really no return, and we have to be able to crush terror. And that's my job. That's why I'm here. People say, Chaim, aren't you tired? You're here in Gaza. You're defending Israel for about almost 600 days straight, and I say, well, my commander, Ayal Zamir, the IDF chief of staff, he says this war isn't going to drag on forever. I'm glad to hear that. But you know what? I'm glad to stand in the gap for freedom because I love my family. I want to see them protected. I want to see all the families of Israel protected. So Ayal Zamir says that the pressure, Hamas is under immense pressure, the abilities, much of their leadership structure, they're always recruiting new people, but he stressed that every available tool is being employed to stop them, to bring the hostages home as well, to eliminate Hamas, to get them to dismantle, and to remove them. And he said, really, a complete and decisive victory is the only thing that we need. Not a ceasefire. We need a complete and decisive victory right now in the world. The world needs it right now. With what you look around what you see on social media. There's people that are supporting murder in the streets of Washington. We need to make sure that this won't come back. My kids won't have to deal with the same thing. And so what happened is missiles are being fired from Gaza as well. 3 projectiles from Gaza as well being shot. And that's now. Imagine what it could be if we don't finish the job here right now. I'll tell you this, is that there's talk of Trump doing a ceasefire and that the hostages be released. I would say this, that's wonderful. We need a full and complete victory over these terrorists. So the message is clear. Let me tell you this. The Muslim Brotherhood has had a plan to infiltrate America. It's written in the 1991, the Ikhwan Statement, the Muslim Brotherhood Statement. And they said that their job is to do a grand jihad, eliminating Western civilization, destroying it from within. There was a spokesperson recently that said, you think that it's Arabic people who will do it. No, it's the white people who've been indoctrinated, brainwashed, who will be doing the enforcing in Western countries. I just thought that was so profound to understand what we're dealing with. This Muslim Brotherhood, this ideology, it starts by, targeting youth, campuses, prisons, the poor people in various communities throughout Europe, North America, Middle East, and they use Islamic centers, charities, propaganda, and so they're trying to target people to brainwash them, essentially. And you have this written in the 1991 explanatory memorandum of the Muslim Brotherhood operations in the U.S. It's explained. It's not hidden. And they have a second phase, political penetration. You have like Ilhan Omar. You have a political penetration to be able to take this to the next level of propaganda, of lies. And you have charities like CAIR, Council of American Islamic Relations. You have the UCOII in Italy. You have this political clout, these political powers to pass laws to make sure to gain power. You see this giant city that they're trying to develop in Texas, giant city to push out westernization and push in Sharia law. It's clearly defined that that's what they want to do. But the last phase, isolation, mobilization. And the last phase is violent jihadism with proxies, with offshoots all over, like Al-Qaeda, like ISIS, like Hamas, like the Houthis, like Hezbollah, but the same thing in the United States. And it all comes from this leader, Hassan al-Banna. And he says the nature of Islam is to dominate, to eradicate all other, to destroy anything that's not Islamic. And that's what the Muslim Brotherhood is all about. He's the founder. If we don't wake up to this right now, you won't have a homeland to come back to. You won't have a home. You're going to be dwelling in a state of either, it's called Dar al-Harb or Dar al-Islam. So Dar al-Harb is the place of the sword, or you have the place where Islam fully and completely has dominance. 2 Samuel chapter 7 says, I will provide a homeland for my people Israel, planting them in a secure place where they will never more be disturbed. Evil nations won't oppress them anymore as they've done in the past. I'm looking forward to this day where righteousness will flourish and peace will reign. Thank you for standing with me. Thank you for sharing this video and liking. Please comment. I want to hear from you. We've got to reach more people. This video, this is part of winning the war.